This is Epic. Hello everyone and welcome for another video of Love and Wargames. In this video we are going to cover a battle report, like not really a battle report, a tournament report, narrative, 5,000 points, which is huge for Epic Armageddon. You've already seen me like for real tournament of Epic Armageddon, but this is a narrative event happening at the Journée Française du Jeu in Sartrouville, like next to Paris. And as you can see, I have a lot of miniatures. All of those are from Legions Imperialis, except for my objectives, which are 3D printed. And this is what 5,000 points of Imperial Guard, like a tank regiment, looks like. So I got my little list here. I will first make a quick presentation of what I'm bringing, so you can recognize a little bit the game plan on the table. And like we did for the previous tournament reports, I'm gonna make a little video sit rep of each of the 2 games that are going to happen. I will try, if I have time, to film a little bit the other tables. It is a Horus Heresy themed battle. So there's gonna be some Night Lords, some Dark Angels, some Primarchs, War Leader, Thousand Sons, and everything. I bring this Solar Auxilia, and I'm very, very happy and excited to bring a huge tank division. And when I say tank division, I am not kidding. The first thing that we have here is an armored company. So 9 Lemanros and Vanquisher right here, accompanied by an Hydra for anti-air support. I take this opportunity to zoom a little bit on this very nice, very beautiful little almost diorama for the objectives that will have to be captured. So on top of the main armored company, there's going to be 1 detachment of Lemanrush destroyers. So they are better anti-tank, but they are very much weaker against infantry, and a normal platoon of Lemanrosses, those 6 here. I have commissars, 1 per squad, which gives me bonus in assaults and everything in every single squad, except the little sentinels that we'll see in a second. My main infantry company is going to be here, with the commissar represented by Ogrins. You will see this everywhere. And my supreme commander, which I really want to keep alive, because it gives me a reroll for initiative. Like I can reroll my activation roll. So we will need to stay alive. Of course, a little Hydra in there. 2 infantry platoons, so 3 transport chimeras, 5 base of infantry, and 1 base of infantry that is actually a commissar. Again, presented with the Ogrin. Same on this side. Here, those 4 chimeras are with infantry that actually have some blue weapons. I will try to show you the level of detail. Yeah, with the blue weapon, they're going to be Militarum Tempestus. They are supposed to be flamethrowers, but I made them with a blue plasma effect. And the basic infantry is just what it is, basic infantry. The guards are here to die for the Emperor. Are they not? 3 detachments of those sentinels. The one that is with a purple armor on each squadron is the leader. It's not as good as a commissar, but it does give a couple of bonuses. So those are played with the rules of salamanders, not the Space Marine chapters, but our armored vehicle. So they are basically like stronger, more armored sentinels. They have good armor and better shooting. And then, as you can see in the back, I have a lot of super heavies. I have 2 squadrons of 3 shadow swords. So those are Titan Hunter companies, and I have 2 firewall companies. One of them is with the Bane Blades here, and the other one with the short cannon in the middle here is going to be some Storm Sword. So those with a good template blast attack. And I added another Hydra right there. So this is 5,000 points of armored Imperial Guard. It is absolutely massive. I'm ready to hunt some Titans, some super heavy Fell Blades, even ready to atomize some Primarchs with 6 shadow swords. Without further ado, let's go for the first turn and the beginning of the event. Okay guys, here we are. First of all, let's have a look where we are. We are in Sartrouville, like it's basically the suburbs of Paris. And there is this huge event, so we like this. There are a lot of games that I will not have much time to explore. How it's going to be, there's going to be 2 teams of 4. And we have 2 narrative scenarios. Luckily, I am on one of the narrative scenarios. Like there is a pairing system because it's 4 versus 4. So you know there is attacker and defender, blah blah blah. 2 normal games here, 2 narrative games. And the thing that is going to be fun is that there's going to be battle after battle. And when a building is destroyed with a Titan killer weapon or artillery, etc., we take it out and we replace. We have some craters under. So as the battles progress, one after the other, we start from a little city and suburbs and stuff, and it's going to be like a field of ruins by the end. So those are classical scenarios of Epic Armageddon. You've seen them in the previous battle report, like tournament report. Here, what do we have? This is going to be an ambush, so there is going to be a convoy here. All the attackers have the initiative and they go around. The objective of the defender is to escape and get his units to the other side of the table, while the attacker can make drop pods around, deploy here, there. So it's very hard for the defender here. The objective is to have as little losses as possible. And this is the most interesting table. I'm very happy that I'm going to play on this, but not how I supposed. It's a siege of a fortress. This is very difficult. Like, it gives good defense for the defenders, blah, 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 blah. Objective of the defender, he doesn't care about the losses. He needs to keep the whole of the citadel and make sure it's not destroyed, neither captured. So you can destroy parts of the wall that will be destroyed later on. Can destroy also the cities. Same rules apply. The attacker is here. If I kill his leader, I get extra points because yes, my armored division will be in defense here. So I can either deploy inside this area and then I can move out, or I can try to keep it in reserve and I can come from the flank later on. I think I will deploy most of my troops inside, maybe some armored divisions outside, but it's really like, I will see how it goes. And again, this is going to be the first siege of the citadel. I'm very excited. And again, this afternoon, the counter-attack will stay with the table. As if I destroy a building or piece of wall, we have broken pieces of wall as well. We just take it out and we replace it. That's going to be really fun. Okay, I will deploy everything on the table and we'll see at the beginning of turn 1. And here we are. As you can see, there are a lot of miniatures on the table. I had to deploy entirely in the fortress. And there is a horde of lost and damned, like humans and corn berserkers and stuff. So here we are trying to defend. Oh my god, that's the picture. That's probably going to be the miniature of the video. So we have this absolutely massive horde of infantry manning the wall and making sure they will defend the line against this endless tide of red. I will not go too much in details of my deployment, but I have my armored divisions ready to roll out. Some armored troops here. The infantry holding. My Militarum Tempestus is right there. Lots of armored division and platoons and everything ready to charge. And yeah, we're just hoping we'll hold. In front, some corn forces. We can see these beautiful scarabs, for example. This massive pack of infantry with their custom, like Lost and Damned trucks. Some demon princes. The enemy's own armored divisions charging forward. This is going to be brilliant. Like, it will look beautiful. There are enemy hidden troops everywhere. There's going to be wave after wave. Some giant ogrins right in front of the wall. This is probably going to be some of the first activations. More armor. This beautiful altar of chaos. Let me not hide the light. Some hydras and stuff. And he has in reserve those troops, including this kind of like Balrog demon prince. It is really going to be beautiful. As you can see, there is like, I'm just gonna switch to the other tables so you can see, especially this table where there are some Night Lords being ambushed by some Horn as well. Is it? Well, I'm not sure of the narrative here. I know we had too many heretics, so we had to switch one world eaters to be the good guys. I guess those are the good guys, world eaters. Very happy of this beautiful table. And here some armored divisions as well, facing off more in a more classical scenario against the Iron Warriors plus some guards infantry. Weird, but why not? Alright, let's go now for the first activation of the siege of the fortress. The war is on. We are still in turn 1, but it's very, very intense. As you can see, I made a sally with most of my armored forces. The infantry stays in and goes out. I already had some losses, tanks, and an entire platoon of salamanders, though it doesn't progress that much. I already killed 2 of the giant scorpions with my shadow swords. Very well done. Actually, one of them died from the shadow sword. He lost already 1 wound from a salamander. Shadow swords killed another one, left one at 1 wound, and my bend blades went out and killed another one. As you can see here, I made a big sally. I didn't kill anyone because double move. I don't shoot very good. But there is a tank battle happening here with the machine demons of thorns. and he's moving forward, doing damage, but not enough to threaten my line. Like, I think he might arrive at the melee and kill the guys that are outside, but all the points for him is if he takes the fortress. And I don't see how he is going to do that, because, well, I'm not here to save my life. I'm here to take all my tanks out and make sure I survive long enough for him not to take the walls. And I still have, as you can see, some surprises for him. Okay, we might not even play turn 2, I exaggerate, we might play, but I activated my storm, my shadow swords again, and there was this, okay, put it back already, the Chaos Hostel, which is
this one.
very well painted, and it's not a little Chaos Hostel, it's a Altar of Chaos. Sorry, it's the same word in French, hotel. So I obliterated this guy with all the Ogryns and the creatures and everything inside, and since it's type killer, like everybody was killed inside. There was like 2 dogs that were outside that survived the explosion. Some more dogs died just from the ball of flame. And yeah, the assault of the World Eaters is not going extremely well, unfortunately for them. The battle continues, lots and lots of losses for the Lost and the Damned. As you can see, the giant scorpion is dead. I broke with the storm sword the infantry company that were there, the survivors hid there. He activated those guys here, they went into their trucks all the way here and they boarded this area here. So the walls are breached, like without any defense, you can walk on them like without any malice or anything. So it was, well, quite easy in the end for him, but I will try to break him down. And as you can see, most of the tanks have activated on his side. Those have activated, the other ones were broken through heavy firepower. And obviously the battle is going to be won by the Solar Auxilia. So there is not many questions here. My infantry here was broken by lots of artillery and stuff and long-range firepower. So I really need to start to move out my troops and to contest it at least by putting some infantry in there, which I should be able to do. And on this side, yeah, this regiment of tanks was broken. Only half of them remain. And I still have this unit that activated right here. So we're holding the line thoroughly. Let's see how it happens at the end of turn 2. It might be a victory for the Solar Auxilia. We'll see the points at the end of turn 2. And we are reaching the end of the game. I did move all around to capture as many walls as I could, spreading my troops. I contest here is soon going to be broken. Those units are broken. I'm holding the line here. And the funny thing is, he made a demon invocation, having his giant, beautiful Balrog miniature on the top of the tower, ready to attack. And just then, I activate my shadow swords, 3 Titan killers, shooting on this guy who has only 3 wounds, but it's a lot for Epic Armageddon. But will he survive? Vas-y. Oh yeah. Hey, he saved 3, losing 4, but it's barely. It's a good defense roll, but it's not enough. He's destroyed, and maybe we will say the tower is destroyed as well. And it will stay destroyed for the next game. Let's meet at the end of the game. The game is over. Victory of the Solar Auxilia, of the Armored Division of the Guard. My last movement was activating those guys, making an assault. I wiped out the entire Armored Division there. Here we are holding the line barely. Like, for sure it's going to be a victory with those guys wiping out these divisions later. I did not kill these guys you've seen because I really wanted to kill the blood thirster, like the biggest demon that was on the top of the tower. Sorry, someone forgot his sock. How it happens that there is a sock on the floor. Holding everything. Here is contested because he's not broken yet, but he's not gonna hold for a while. My defensive line is anyway gonna destroy him at the end. And here he's pushing forward, but there is just so much armored might in front, he's not gonna breach through. So large victory of the Solar Auxilia. There is, here it was equal actually for the ambush. The Night Lords defended well, so good job for them. Loyalist victory behind, and then Heretic victory behind. So we are going to have the chance to choose our first table next turn. Yeah, it was really fun playing on this beautiful table with 5,000 points. This is the kind of thing we dream to have on the channel for Armoured Clash and everything. But that's gonna be once we have our own local, when I move out to a bigger apartment this summer, hopefully, fingers crossed, that we'll be able to have something like this. For now, let's go for the second battle of the day. Scenario number 2, I am in ambush,
and I am the ambusher somehow with a tank division. So there is a convoy of word bearers, and it's very at his disadvantage because he's in parade mode, and there is no infantry that were supposed to be in the Stormbird or in the Stormhawk and everything. I have initiative anyway, which I was not supposed to because I'm Imperial Guard. His Supreme Commander is there. We'll try to one-shot him from the beginning. And as you can see, I have crossfires everywhere. Infantry here ready to go hunt his artillery, some storm swords, more infantry there, the destroyer lemon rosses, a whole armored infantry line with shadow swords, more shadow swords to take care of the mastodon, my main infantry division, my supreme commander. I made my sentinels in lines to make sure he doesn't escape because his objective is to run away. Here, another infantry, no, this is a Militarum Tempestus in case it charges. More like the whole tank division in the line here, in the tree line, some Bane Blades to stop him, hopefully. So there is a Mastodon here, 2 Fell Blades, tactical infantry that I will try to burn out with my Ignore Cover flamethrowers, a whole tank division there, some land speeders, motojet, overjets, Land Raider explorers, and a whole tank thing. He has a Stormbird, 1 frigate that will come and just make a huge bombardment, and some fighters and stuff. But still, that is going to be a lot of damage turn 1. I do have the advantage, but it's going to be some kill points. If I can keep my distance and shoot him down, I'm going to be very happy. Well, it's been a slaughter, as expected. My shadow swords and everything, I did double activations each time. Even if I failed the activation, I shot without a bonus and taking impact because I really wanted the Alpha Strike to be hard. Well, that's an ambush. It was a snare, right? My shadow sword wiped out his mastodon, breaking the entire unit with the Terminators. They're running away, probably waiting next turn to evacuate him with a Thunderhawk and getting away. I shot already with this company of Lemonos, the Armored Regiment destroying the Fell Blade here, another Shadow Swords destroying this second Fell Blade, so already 2 Fell Blades and 1 Mastodon down. Damaged with some tanks, killed 1 Predator, and yeah, that's going to be it. He pulled his spaceship doing an orbital bombardment. First of all, killing a couple guys and a Chimera here with a bombardment that he had to declare before the beginning of the game, so he had to guess where it would be. There was a little units on fire. Then precision shots destroying this Storm Sword and damaging this one. Yeah, they are all, like, because of so many impact points, they are almost useless. Because I could only shoot with 1, so there were other priorities, but still it is quite fine. All my heavy hitters I've shot already, but at least I took care of his heavy hitters himself, the Fell Blades and everything. I still have some Bend Blades myself there, and now I'll just need to hold the line and wait for the second turn when I can make a second wave. Okay, we finished the turn 1, beginning of turn 2. As you can see, I moved forward and had a huge firing line. I did get quite some losses. My 3 Storm Sword were destroyed, as well as a lot of infantry. But this, we don't care that much, do we? And I did manage. My initial Alpha Strike was very lethal, as we can guess. I destroyed all the speeders, land speeders, motorbikes, etc. Some infantry, did some impacts here and there. And he picked up his Primarch Lorgar in the Stormbird and just went away, flying away through this side. So, well, it's an ambush, but since he has AL, it counts as being saved, of course. Brave Lorgar, as we know him. Now it's going to be much more a regular game, like lethal one-on-one. He has initiative because he is a Space Marine, and he has much better strategic value than Imperial Guard. He takes initiative, probably going to make a double activation, probably trying to break a few units before I get the chance to do anything. We'll see how that goes. Okay, this is the end of the game. We had to play very fast. It's already 19 here. As you can see, there is basically nothing left. He has Broken Basilisk that just rallied, some infantry there hidden, and some infantry here. And that's it. He did escape with some troops all the way out. And yeah, it's quite good for me. I still have my Shadow Sword. I still have the armored line. He did escape. It's actually a draw because he did get some points from escaping with his most expensive unit, the Stormbird, that we didn't see, and escaping with the Stormbird with the Commander. So that's already some points. But in kill points, obviously I'm way ahead. He killed less than 1,000 of my 5,000 points list, especially because I get 250 back. Because the last Hydra of the big pack of 3 giants survived, so it's count as having killed more than half of the unit, but not the totality. That's how it's counted. And I still have Bane Blades here, Shadow, tank company, tank platoon, everything is really fine. So I'm quite happy with all of this overall. The game was really fun. We actually won overall because I will not go around. There was a draw somewhere and a victory elsewhere. But in the end, we are good over the day. So the Loyalists won today. That was some fun game on some very beautiful tables. We are going now straight for the debriefing. Okay guys, I hope that you enjoyed, and let's go for the debriefing. I'm recording this again because I talked for 10 minutes about all the different side games that I'm interested in. Let's focus on this tournament. Thank you very much to Gauthier, who has the YouTube channel The Grim Fang, where he makes basically what I do for Dystopian Wars and Conquest and stuff, but specifically for Epic Armageddon in French. So if you like it, go and watch it. If you like this scale, we also have NetEpic, which makes the same type of content in French. They do have some English as well, though, now. And it's the same game but larger scale, and it's a different game system. They appeal to different things. It's more like narrative oriented game system, NetEpic, compared to what you see Epic Armageddon, which is built for balanced fights, though it was so fun to play on these unbalanced scenarios, thanks to the captain of each team that allowed me to play on both very funky unbalanced scenarios, both times in the easy way, like defending the fortress or being in ambush. Makes for a very easy game, but I had a lot of fun. Thanks, guys. I hope it's not because I had a camera at the event that they allowed me to do this, but if yes, I'm bringing a camera at every event. It was very fun. Thanks to both my opponents. I hope they had good fun, even though it was difficult to like just be pushed back at the walls or to be taken in ambush and lose a lot in the first activations. But I think everybody had fun. The concept was great, and it shows that Epic Armageddon can work even at these larger scale and in narrative events. About narrative events, we had a video table ronde with NetEpic and a few other people from War Master, from a few from NetEpic and everything. We discussed how to make large events, big narrative campaigns, massive battles in conventions and stuff, kind of like what you saw, but even bigger scales. And I was invited, thanks to NetEpic and to Cedric from NetEpic. I will put the link in the comments so you absolutely see it. Have a look, it's a good listen, though if you watch it, I think there is automatic voiceover from AI now, or in the worst case, English AI works. English subtitles with AI works very well. I'll put the link. It was quite interesting what we discussed. So if you can have a look, have a listen for sure, and subscribe to NetEpic and Grimfang and everyone. Now, I also want your opinion, guys. What do you think of the format, tournament reports? Never had a comment saying like, yeah, it's nice to see tournaments, or no, we want more battle reports. Like, yes or no, just tell me what you think. And what do you think of smaller games? What do you think of Epic Armageddon / NetEpic / maybe later we'll do some Legions Imperialis, especially if the rumors are true and there is Battlefield Gothic Armada, Battlefield Gothic coming back at some point. Let me know, like, either you don't want, and I will play a little bit some events, but I will not record anything. It will make me gain some time. Most of the time spent on videos is like editing and everything. Or you're like, oh my god, yes, we love this scale. We love 40k, Legends Imperialis, Epic Armageddon. Then maybe I will make some real battle reports. I know that, for example, Valentin Avner has Adeptus Mechanicus Force, a quite large one. We could make a battle report, absolutely. So let me know what you guys think. Also, thank you to Tenator, who painted this beautiful Solar Auxilia force and 3D printed some stuff. Brilliant work. Thank you very much. I will go through your services again, Tenator. Tenator is a good painter that also makes is starting to make me some Old World. Yes, I'm making some dwarves in Old World. I found some beautiful STL. Perfect. Also making some Chaos Warriors as well, because they are just big dwarves. They have big armor, they have fur, they have... Sorry, I will not go through, but if you play Khorne Chaos Warriors without magic, they're basically dwarves. Anyway, I'm getting a little tasting of a few games, and I'm trying to taste games a few times before I start to advertise them and make some videos on them. I don't want to make the exercise of War Machine again, which we don't receive anything anymore from the editor, by the way, so that's why we pause a bit. But the game is quite complex. It doesn't work very well with battle reports, and so I'm trying to take some time. I also have our new Sultanate player that tries to invite me on Horus Heresy. There is a 3rd edition. There are some beautiful Iron Heads STL, because yes, the Iron 10th is the best Legion, guys, and I
I'm having a tough time saying no to little Force of Iron Hands. Those that play Horus Heresy, let me know. Is it a trap? Like, if I put a finger in it, will I be trapped forever? Let me know so I can escape the trap. Or, yeah, maybe just a little patrol force with a couple dreadnoughts, a tank or two. And yeah, that's how it starts always, isn't it? Thank you very much, guys, for having watched until the end. Please let me know the thought discussion for all these little side games and what you like on the channel, what you don't like. I guess most of you are here for Dystopian Wars and Armoured Clash. More battle reports are coming. Dystopian Wars 2v2 coming early June by the time we record and I can edit. We have a lot more Conquest battle reports as well. Now that we have quite a few armies and more players in the group, like, it's going to be great. Conquest is for sure pushing up because, well, it's a great game. Same as Armoured Clash, like, do expect more. Those are our main games, but I would like your opinion because I played so many games, 40k of course, and many games on the side. Which games would you be interested in watching on the channel? You see how I make battle reports. It's absolutely not my job, so I have little time, but I try to do my best and try to give you like a short condensed, so not filming every dice roll. I think it works well. So let me know which games you would like to see like that. You see which games we're playing already. And maybe you're like, yeah, Old World on this would be fun, or Horus Heresy, or maybe do a little bit more of one-page rule, the Grimdark Future, or one-page rule War Fleets. Maybe you would like to see some Shatterpoint. I also play Shatterpoints, never showed it on the channel. But yeah, I have quite a few games. I need to chill out at some point. Also some Warcraft, the new game. I have some Hegemony, and of course I will play some Mount Heaven, because I play every Dwarves ever. So let me know which games you would like to see, because it's a tournament report on a side game, so let's make it a discussion out of side games and which ones you like. Do have a look at NetEpic and the Grimfang as well. Thank you very much, guys. I hope that you enjoyed. Remember always the thumbs up, the comments to win an army of Conquest or a fleet of Dystopian Wars. It's coming soon this summer when I'm gonna start to give them away. Subscribe especially, that helps the most, and what helps even the most is when you share to your friends and then they subscribe. Then it's amazing. We're getting close to 2,000 subscribers, which is just psychological milestone, but I'm very happy that you guys are enjoying the video. Thank you very much, and until the next one, take care of yourself and remember to keep things fair in love and in war games. Bye!